Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. As you guys can see from the title, I will be doing another Get Techie with me today. I don't have much to do because I already did my face. Oh well, but we're gonna do a little bit just because I haven't done a full Get Techie with me in a very long time, and I figured why not, because I thought of this idea and I wanted to share it with you guys. So yeah, here's things that I wish I knew before I majored in computer science. Let's get right into this video. One of the first things I wish I knew before I majored was that it's okay to struggle in certain classes. For one, I was not the best in math, okay? Calc 2 was not the class for me. I did have to retake it, and I feel that sometimes that gets you down because you feel like now you're gonna be behind, you're not going to be able to even succeed if you don't know math. There are definitely jobs in the tech industry that require a very good understanding of Calc 2, Calc 3, linear algebra, you know, all of those. But I think the majority of people who end up going into like software engineering and everything like that probably don't need it in everyday life. But because computer science is linked, you know, pretty heavily to math in general, you know, we have to take those classes. You have to understand that, you know, you're not going to be perfect at everything, you're not going to get everything right away, so don't be discouraged to, you know, get out of the major just because you're not getting something, you know, like math or like a CS class, for example, you know, right away. When I didn't do well in these classes and when I was, you know, struggling in these classes, I definitely looked for others to help. You know, I think it's very important to learn to look for others and I guess ask others questions, because you're gonna need to know how to work with other people when you work in the tech industry. I don't think I've ever, since I've been working, I don't think I've ever worked on something completely alone. You know, everything has been on my team. I've worked with other people, so you have to get used to working on a team and working with other people collectively, continuously, you know, all the time on one thing. So it would be a good practice, at least, you know, to start with, you know, maybe you guys are working in a project, you know, or if you need help in a class, you go ask others for help on maybe the assignment or the homework. I definitely encourage you to, you know, look for those resources, your professors, office hours, tutors, you know, study groups, all of that, and don't feel like it's the end of the world, because you could get through it, girl or guy. I'm gonna reapply more of this lipstick. This lipstick is from Propa Beauty, black owned, real cute. It's the shade Fighter. Like, I put a very thin layer of it on my lips, but let's darken it just a tad. I mean, I probably should have done like actually, let's do that. I'm gonna just take off the middle part and we're gonna do like an ombre with another one of her lipsticks. So I have 3 of them because when I bought for the first time, I bought 3 shades. I have Fighter, Profits, and Victress. Let's try Profits. Ooh, y'all see that? Cute. And that's gonna be the ombre. Okay, back to the list. Another thing that I wish I would have known is that there are going to be people that have way more experience than you. So there is definitely a lot of classes that I was in, especially in the beginning. And I think this happens, or at least you realize it more in the beginning, because I think once you get through like the upper level classes in undergrad, you start already realizing this and you like kind of already get up to speed with other people. But especially in the beginning, I became aware that there was a lot of other students in the class that had been coding for so long. Like, they have been coding maybe since middle school, you know. I didn't start coding, or at least like know how to code or anything about code until junior into senior year of high school. So some of these people had been coding for so long, and Java was really easy to them when, you know, we were in college. And for me, that was like the first time I had ever seen Java. So you don't want to get yourself, once again, too discouraged because of this, I guess, experience gap, if you want to say. A lot of this can play with your mind. It can create a lot of mental, I guess, blocks, or like you might feel like you can't do it, or you might not be smart enough and all that stuff. So, you know, you have to be okay with knowing that everyone has their own pace, everyone has their own journey in this industry, and there's not one journey to follow. So you don't have to feel like you're behind someone else because they might have had a little bit more time to, you know, on the subject or anything like that. You'll still have time. You could still catch up, or catch up in a sense, or, you know, just learn it on your own and learn it on your own time, learn it in the class that you're in, and still do well. So don't feel upset or worried. I know I definitely felt worried sometimes because, you know, a lot of people would just be like, oh, you don't know that name already? Oh, you don't know how to do that? And like they would, you know, do those little, I guess, comments that would make you feel worse about yourself and make you feel like less. But at the same time, you kind of just like had to dismiss that and, you know, think like, okay, I'm still doing this though. Like, don't let that take you away from what you were even in the class for, you know? Another thing that I learned a little bit too late, I think, but I will put it out for you guys, is to start looking for internships early. And I guess jobs too, because tech companies in general, they recruit so early. So when I was interning back in junior year, the summer after my junior year of college, I was already getting emails and like, I guess, notifications for job postings and everything while I was still in my internship. Like, they were recruiting for the next summer or the next, like, you know, year, basically a year before. So you have to be prepared, you have to be ready. You have to, I guess, have time to interview and to have resume ready to go, and, you know, I guess just prepare yourself, like, I guess studying for interviews, all of that stuff. It's a lot, and I didn't realize that back then. I think especially for my sophomore year internship, I think I would have been, if I would have known that tech internships are that early, I think I would have been more proactive in trying to find different things or different opportunities. But I just kind of started around like second semester, which you still can. I'm not saying that there's no opportunities for you if you start like later, which, because there still is, but it puts you ahead of the game, and I guess puts you in a better position if you start much earlier. So that's that tidbit. Lastly, that I wish I would have known is how important it is to, you know, I think, understand the information in your own way outside of class, if that makes, I don't know how to really phrase it, but, you know, I think I should have done more in a sense of like going over things in my own way, maybe applying the stuff that I learned in class in a way that was really interesting to me. So for example, you know, maybe we were learning Java in class, and maybe like we were learning how to separate classes and all that stuff. If I would have applied it to, say, like, maybe I create a discount calculator for some shoes, for example, you know, for me to do something like that that relates to me and relates to what I like, would have, I think, definitely helped me understand and I guess kind of solidify the information in my mind. Also, like, for like personal projects, so if you learn something in class, or you might want to extend on something you learned in class, because, you know, there's definitely time to do stuff outside, and it might not have to be during the semester. Maybe you do it during the summer, if you don't get an internship, or even if you get an internship, if you had the time to do it, I definitely should have taken the advantage of doing that more, especially early on. I think I did it more so near the end, and I think I should have done it way in the beginning. If I would have done like personal projects, kind of just learning stuff on my own, because tech in itself is always updating, always moving fast. Like there's always something new, and if you're keeping up with stuff or you're learning something on the side, and it's kind of showing that trying to keep your information updated, and I guess just still building all that knowledge, and it also gives you like a wide array of experience and I guess exposure to a lot of different things. Yeah, I would definitely recommend that as well. I'm trying to get more into that now, I think more frequently than when I was doing it solely for, you know, helping me do like get more opportunities for jobs and stuff like that. But I think I want to do it more so for my own benefit than anything else. I did want to spotlight more of the lipsticks from Propa Beauty. So if you guys are looking for nudes, I would definitely go support Propa Beauty. Black owned, like I said, small business. I think they have like 12 different shades, so you can definitely find for any one of you guys complexions. I only bought 3, but there are so many. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and learned something. If you're a computer science student or major or anything like that right now, let me know down in the comments. But without further ado, I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye.